Welcome back to the show. Now, if your finances, health, and organization aren't really where you want them to be, numerologist and astrologist Patricia Kirkman says that this month is perfect for getting back on track, and she joins us now with the how-to, looking lovely as always, Miss Patricia Kirkman.
You sweet talker, you. That's why I want to keep you forever and ever.
Yay, okay, I can
But
stay.
you're already taken, what can I say?
It's okay. Well, it's nice to have you back as always.
Thank you.
And February, as you were saying, is a universal 4 month.
Right.
What's the meaning behind that?
Well, 4 is basic. Think of 4 square. It's all about putting things out there. Everything is about the details. It's a good time to do the work yourself, get it done, get it taken care of. That's perfect. It also deals with health issues. Perfect time to get those physical exams, get that dental thing done, and things of that nature, because it's very important. The better time to do things like this are in a 4. So if you're looking for a piece of property, excellent time, because 4s deal with land, deals with property, and putting things together in the basics. But you're going to find yourself working too hard mentally. So take a deep breath. That breath takes the weight off your shoulders and you don't even realize it.
Right. If you just kind of go with the flow, usually things happen more naturally than they would have otherwise. Now let's talk about finances too. You say you have to be very careful this month about maybe getting back in line with certain things.
Oh yes, because last month you probably had a ball spending. It was a good time for that. But 4 deals with the basics. It gives you a chance to build a good foundation and go forward. And that's the most important part about it. But because of the overspending last month or last year, you're going to find yourself, this month everybody's going to kind of get you by the seat of the pants and say, okay, ante up, and you got to pay it up now.
Right, and just to clarify, no matter what your personal year is, the universal 4 really applies to anybody.
Yes. What we talk about on the show is always what affects everyone. And then their personal information added to that. So when they want to know more about the personal, they go ahead and give you a call.
Got it. And of course, February, well, the time right now, there's a certain date range that it's Aquarius. What's that date range again, February?
From January 20th until February 18th.
Very good.
And then we change off again. But the most important part is we take a look at these segments as they come. And we're always going forward. And that's the most important part.
Right. So let's talk about that Aquarius. So many strengths, and as well as anybody, weaknesses. So let's hit on some of those.
Well, the weaknesses are stubborn, unemotional, sarcastic, a little rebellious. Well, I hate to say rebellious, but they get bored very easily. They don't like being bored.
They want to shake things up.
Oh, yeah, and they have a tendency to be very aloof about things. So if you're dealing with somebody right now and they're kind of pushing you off, know that that's where it's coming from.
Right, for their weaknesses as an Aquarius, but the strengths always balance it out.
Oh, more than balances it out, because Aquarius, they're witty and they're clever and they're very much a humanitarian, and they're always looking for things that are original. They're very independent and they tend to be inventive. And in so doing, they kind of throw another person off key a little bit, because it's like that wow factor. Look what they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
And certainly a lot of these strengths can be seen in some of the celebrities too that are Aquariuses. I know we have a little graphic to show off some of them. There they are. You recognize the one in the middle there, Ms. Tina Jennings.
I think it's Tina Jennings for sure.
Certainly inventive.
Definitely. And very creative.
Very creative.
Very outgoing. So we've got all of the pluses on her side of the table. I don't know of any of the negatives on her side at all.
Agreed.
Definitely not.
And who else do we have there? Tom
we've
Selleck,
got
looks
Tom
like.
Selleck, Ellen DeGeneres. We've got Kerry Washington. We have Ashton.
It's a mouthful. Ashton Kutcher.
For
Kerry
today.
Washington.
And Justin Timberlake, and he just did the football.
He did great.
Yes, he did.
It was a wonderful
It happened
show.
right after his birthday.
That's right.
So he was doing all of that fun stuff. And I think when we take a look at what we're going through right now, a lot of people are trying to take a look at how to build and make things better.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with getting in a little deeper into what needs to be looked at for them, whether it's physically, emotionally, or spiritually.
Great thoughts again from the wisdom of Patricia Kirkman. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, darling, as always.
Thank you. Now, to see what your personal year has to offer, just visit patriciakirkman.com or call 520-742-9905 to book an appointment.